this episode we head to the mighty Kawekas to hunt sika deer. With enough gear for 2 nights, camping packed and itchy feet, we're ready to go.
Craig and I just split up again. Craig's gone down one side of the ridge and I'm just carrying on to my normal spot, and straight away hear a hind squealing, poor bugger, but he's kicked an arrow into just off the ridge, letting anyone else know that might come up the ridge that there's a hunter in the area, and I'm going to do the same where I'm going, just for safety. Just kick an arrow in the ridge. Just kick an arrow in the track, So yeah, it just lets hunters know that you're in the area, and hopefully they've got the common sense to know not to go there, because they might be hunting you, not a deer. Well, team, things are a bit slow at the moment. Only one deer I can just spot in the coming light, so yeah, hopefully I'll get more of an idea of what he is in about 10 minutes. Just be bloody quiet here at the moment. Haven't seen an animal. Pretty weird given that there hasn't been any hunting activity for over 7 weeks. So yeah, maybe they've changed their habits. Maybe I need to keep an eye out here a bit longer. Maybe they're not coming out as early because there's not much pressure. So yeah, I'll give it a bit longer. The old team, it's bugger all here at the moment. Very strange. Apart from one territory calling stag that I can hear, but he's miles away. So I'm going to go to another spot and then shift my campsite and probably head out for an evening hunt again. Is that funny roar you? Just heard a funny roar down the gully here, team. Sounds like Craig's cooler. That's where he is at the moment. Yeah, Craig, come on, over. You giving that raw call, mate? I'm just on the ridge above you. I'll just go around it well, look at the slip and then walk down to the base. Sound like there's a funny raw call coming down in the gully here. Not sure whether it's Craig. I strongly suspect it is, but regardless whether it is a stag, I don't go down there. That's where he went, that's where he's gone this morning. So I leave that up to him and I just carry on with my mission. That's the safest thing to do. like old Cindy and Bloomers has put all the deer into lockdown. Just haven't seen a single bloody animal this morning. So yeah, it's weird, especially given bugger all pressure for about 8 weeks. So yeah, strange but true. But I'm hankering for a coffee now, so that's where I'm going to head back to base and have a coffee. The whole team haven't managed a deer this morning, but I certainly managed a smaller target. I guess that counts me in for the great mouse hunt. Back again, Spot X lookout. Sun's shining in there, evening sun, so maybe we might see an animal tonight. Let's hope so. First deer of the evening, team, a little sika spiker. A young stag still there, team. There's also a little spot. Well, team, just rolled my first sika stag for the raw. A little 4-pointer, I think. Big wide spikes. Not going to grow into anything better, so may as well take them. Yeah, get something on the board for after this lockdown. Do something this evening I don't normally do. If I shoot a deer on evening, I try and get to it, at least get the guts out of it. Things like that, but this sort of fog's rolled in and I can't get my bearings straight, even with the GPS. It's a bit tricky, yeah, because it sort of makes the satellites and the GPS bugger up a bit. So rather than get stumbling around like a blind fool in the bush all night, it's going to get quite cold tonight, go back to camp and have a feed and have a good sleep, get up in the morning and get there first thing and get this beastie out. Morning team, just en route to pick up our stag from last night. Yeah, a bit of light rain in the night and it's a bit of light rain now, more misty drizzle, southeasterlies coming in, so this sort of stuff might be around for a few days. Country could need a little bit of more rain up here. Oh well, go get the stag, eh? these faces just in case there might be a bigger stag out there, but I think everything's pretty spooked up after last night's occasion, so yeah, onwards and go and pick the steer up.
And our stag team piled up here, so just got to get them out of there, wedged in some trees. Stag from last night, just looking at him, I thought he was one of those little wee 4-pointers with a little wee brow, so that's why I sort of took him out of the mix. But you know, looking at it again when I seen him now, and I thought, shit, he's actually a spiker, probably quite a good one. But and looking again, which I'll show you in a minute, looks like there's a wannabe brow coming off these antlers. So I think he might have actually been a good call after all, because you get a lot of these big wide empties is what I call them in the Kawekas here. So, and that looks like possibly what this guy was going to grow into. So yeah, your thoughts? If yeah, I could be wrong. I'm not exactly a deer expert, but that's my suspicion anyway. Just looking at the side-on view of these antlers, yeah, it's definitely what should have been a brow sort of. So I've seen a few of these big wide empties in the Kawekas, and you're probably best to get them out of the mix. And he's just a bit too big in the body. He's more like a stag size in the body, but yeah. Oh well. It'll be a good tasty. That'll be my venison patties get done up. You see here, team, what I'm talking about here is sort of like how this antler comes down, and there's a promontory sort of ridge on there. You know, I suspect that that's probably, although it looks like a good spike, I wouldn't mind betting it was going to make one of those big wide empty stags, and you don't want them in the mix if you can avoid it. You want a nice big 8. But yeah, on the other flip side of the coin, if I'm wrong, it's, it's probably a future 8, but oh well, can't be perfect at these things all the time.
Seen that fog's still out there and still as thick as ever. I think maybe this stuff's hanging around for a few days, or weather's about to change. Probably do with a hell of a lot of rain here really. Very dry underfoot. You can sort of kick the topsoil and it's dry underneath. It shouldn't be this time of year. Well, team, here's been a bad couple of days up here in the front country of the Kawekas. Tell you what, first night we're up here, I've never heard so much kiwis at night. There was lots of them. And all the other bird life here too. I don't know whether you can hear them through the GoPro, but man, tuis, bellbirds, those little black bush robins with the white chest, just shitloads of them. You know, when you got healthy bird population like that, you must have a healthy forest, apart from all these contortas. So you don't really need 1080 in a place like this when everything's doing so well. Just need A24 traps or bait stations. They're all good. It's all well walkable. Just my thoughts, team.